Okay, this is going to be a very short video because I've just returned from about 4 months up north. Now, it's no secret if you look at the videos I have done in the past, I've almost completely ignored land World War II board games for the simple fact that I hardly have any. Actually, these are the only 4 video games on World War II land campaigns I have. I do favor naval games. I don't count Empire of the Sun as technically a land game. I put it with naval, but that's neither here nor there. The only 4 games I have are Normandy 44 by Mark Simonich, No Retreat by Carl Parody, No Retreat Italian Front by Carl Parody, and Russian Campaign by John Edwards. This is the 1974 Compass edition. Now, the common denominator of all 4 games is I have not played any of them. So I have very little experience with World War II land games. I did play the old Avalon Hill Stalingrad back in 1969, and I quite liked it. But in the last few years, actually during the COVID epidemic, doing family research and genealogy and things like that, I found out that my biological father was a soldier in World War II, Canadian Army, of course, and he was in the Canadian Armored Corps, and he was in Italy. He was wounded at the Battle of the Melfa River, too. So I've become very interested in the Italian campaign. So I'm still reading on that now, but I have not played any of these games. I'm bringing this game down to our little local convention next week, and one of my friends, Larry, is going to teach me this game. So I'm quite anxious to learn about World War II, and I'm quite anxious to try Normandy 44 also. So I've got Russian Campaign set up here. It's a setup. I have no idea whether it's a good setup or not. They say to set up the Russians first, then the Germans. And I'm going to sort of fool around with the rules here and do a few moves and see if I can get into World War II land combat. I know a lot about World War II in the sense that I've seen tons of documentaries, I've read several histories on it, but in the wargaming world, I have almost no experience. So it should be quite a project. My last word on the purchasing of these games is I hope I've picked 4 good ones. I did a lot of research on Board Game Geek to see which ones I would probably like. I know there's tons of North Africa games. I'm not sure if this is the one for me of North Africa. I would like one continuous board in the whole campaign, and yet I don't want a fanatically detailed one. So I will give this a try. This one I'm pretty sure is probably the right one for me. I did a video on what Avalon Hill's Anzio, and that turned out to be a disaster for reasons which you can note in the video itself. Normandy 44 I'm very anxious to try because of D-Day. Well, my father was not at D-Day. He was wounded and in hospital by then, but I am interested in that campaign. And of course the one I'm going to look at today, Russian Campaign. Classic game. I've noticed the reviews on Board Game Geek, a lot of positive reviews, a few negative ones, but overall it seems to be a classic. Compass has done a nice job on the board, nice counters, and the charts. So that's it for my introductory video about World War II land games. If someone can recommend not a monster game, but a game that covers the entire World War II in the European theater, I'd be interested. Off the cuff, I was thinking of Third Reich, the old Avalon Hill one, but from the feedback, I hear it's hopelessly dated. I'm wondering, is there a good replacement game for that isn't a fanatical olive? So if you have any recommendations, I certainly would listen to them. So that's it for the video. Just an introduction as to the very few World War II land campaign games that I own. Thank you for watching.